Welcome to the Broken Eggs Club.
Cracking in the
Lovely
pan.
noises.
Do you know what? I always add the eggs too soon. Because you're expecting it, but I add them when the pan's a bit cold.
Oh, well.
What does that do to the consistency of your eggs?
It means the eggs go...
You want a hot pan. You want a nice hot pan.
You want a nice hot pan.
When in doubt, nice hot pan.
Nice hot pan.
Because if it's cold, you're
the
setting
egg
yourself back.
will run away.
It will.
Like a dog that's on a retractable leash.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah.
You know when you haven't pressed the button and the dog just goes...
Yeah.
Like you don't want an egg to do that.
I've never had dogs. I've always been like, why is that even a thing on a lead? Now they're over there. Now they're across the other side of the pond.
I know exactly.
They can pull you in.
Exactly.
It's
and
mad.
You don't want an egg to do that.
I mean, I will confess, I don't think I've ever made a decent egg. I don't think I've ever made even a 4 out of 10 egg.
I know you, and I know that's probably true.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those things that every single time we'll go for a good egg, and it will always become a scramble.
Oh,
that's what we do, right?
Great.
We must scramble.
I would say a scrambled egg is the Uber of transport, where if the train fails, you're on the Uber. If the egg fails, it's an omelette.
That's so valid.
Lovely. That's
that is so
very valid.
I'm really good at eggs.
What is your go-to
Fried.
egg of choice?
Fried.
You're a fried girly.
Fertilised.
You see, I think I'm a scramble because I've learnt to love what I'm not good at.
All that
so.
chaos. I tried to do poached. I will say I don't believe that anyone could do a good poached because everyone's like, do the thing, spin it around. You know, even if you get it in fucking cling film, spin it around.
It
get
kind
it in there.
of looks like the ghost of Christmas present. Do you know the one from Muppets Christmas Carol?
I know exactly.
She looks like a poached egg.
No,
What,
she
yellow?
truly does.
But like a yellow centre.
No. The way that she goes like...
floaty element.
No, the remnants of her. Sorry, not the remnants of the ends of her little dress.
Yeah, she looks like a poached
She looks
egg.
like a poached egg.
She looks like a
So
poached egg.
I'll never think of them the
my family, they will always do a poached egg in, I can't even describe what it is. It's like a little plastic case.
Oh, cop out.
And I
That's a cop
can't
out.
lie to. My family will always say this is a fantastic poached egg. I always think it tastes shambolic.
It's a JPEG egg.
It's a JPEG egg.
You've downloaded a JPEG of a poached egg.
Is that as a result of this plastic casing choice, or is there a way to do that
That's
better?
meant to help. That's meant to perfectly shape your poached egg. So why is it bad? Why is it the JPEG?
We've pushed the eggs too far. They're breaking all around us now.
They're just shattering.
Yeah, we can't just let it be its natural self.
We could say our names.
Oh, we haven't even done that.
I guess. I was thinking about the fact that, we've digressed. And who knew that this was a podcast about breakups?
But you know what? We're asking
No one's ever left
the more
us.
important questions.
No one's ever
The
left
more
us, that's
important
why.
questions.
We because no one's ever broken up with us. That's why. Is that what you meant?
Exactly.
Because we can follow a train of thought. We're very lovable, and that's all you need.
Unflawed.
Those two things.
Unflawed.
And see.
I guess to get to the intro,
Oh yeah.
what we will say. Should we do the intro again?
Yeah, go on.
Because I think they
Yes.
loved it so much the first time that the second time is going to be even better.
Welcome
to the Broken Eggs Club.
Oh, horrible harmony.
That was a really cursed harmony. So
Who was off key?
Go on,
we
Esther,
are
enter us.
a clown, an actor, and a therapist, and we are helping to find the laughs and the levity in your shitty breakups. Because you know what they say, you have to crack a few hearts to make an omelette, and you have to laugh at a few shitty breakup journal entries to crack a smile. Is that what they say? I don't think so.
It should be what they say.
It should be what
You've
they
got to
say.
crack a person to make that sizzle.
Exactly. Yeah.
All of it.
Yes.
You've got to.
And I'm here
I don't know
with
if
a
that's going to be
sizzling
in
hot breakup
any
journal.
greeting cards anytime soon.
I'm writing in as we speak. Get that on. Get that in there. Just open that up. You've got to crack a person to sizzle that egg. That's what it said, isn't it?
There's some various themes about breaking eggs to make an omelette. Your heart's broken. We're laughing. Everyone's a winner.
We're laughing at you. We're laughing at you for being
I think
heartbroken.
that's fine.
Yeah,
you know?
Guys, we've got to crack on with the content.
Okay.
Not
Oh,
to pun,
nice.
man. Not to pun.
Not to
We must
pun.
get cracking.
Yes, so we should introduce ourselves. So my name is Esther Cross. I am a clown and comedian. I have cried off many a clown face paint during a breakup, which is why I wanted to create this breakup podcast so that I could listen to something other than sad emo music on my commute to clown work.
Olivia. I haven't seen the sun today. Will that do?
Sorry, I actually missed that because I was coughing.
Yeah, you fucking coughed over
Sorry,
my gag.
I felt that
can't
need to
do
cough
that
for so
again.
long.
It wasn't a gag. It was just the truth. I
She's
just said
Edward Cullen.
I'm Olivia. I haven't seen the sun today.
So bad.
And it's true because it's fucking February.
It's absolutely awful.
And I've never been. I
at the
said this last week, I think, but I've never been broken up with Cousin Perfect.
moment.
I have been. I absolutely have been.
I actually heard that it's the first time in a very long time that it's rained every single day so far to this point in the year. This has been the rainiest year so far
And
in a very long time.
Can I say something mental? The other day, because for some reason my partner, like, he just doesn't care for an umbrella. He's just like, whatever. The other day I was like, why don't you need an umbrella? Like, it's awful out. And he was like, oh, I don't really think it's been raining, has it? Where have you been? Where have you been? I honestly was like, I need to have a word. Like, your sense of yourself
He
and the
must
world.
just
There
have
is
a natural source of sertraline in his brain.
Yeah, no, of the two.
But or maybe a really thick hair.
He does, and he's got
what I
really
would
thick
say,
hair.
I mean, obviously you cannot tell because of this sweet mask that I'm sporting upon my face. For
Gorgeous.
listeners that don't have the video on, I'm wearing a wrestler's mask. But
You are in the top 1% of follicles.
Yeah, and
as a lack of, I would
Yeah.
say that I probably have on average about 3 to 5 hairs
I'm
at any
with you.
working moment.
Right.
So the moment you go out in the rain, whether that be a fresh drizzle, more of
for your
a
translation.
Yeah, thank you.
yeah, any kind of rainfall, we're immediately looking at Gollum standards. I
Ah,
would say.
yes. Yeah.
And Elle,
In the
what is
Gollum
your
percentile.
name, by the way, and where are you from?
Yes, to introduce myself, I'm Elle, or Elle Therapo, and I am a therapist, and also certified Silly Billy. Yeah,
Never heard that
but
abbreviation
in all fairness,
before.
She'll abbreviate whatever she can.
Silly Bill to his colleagues.
always a therapist, but also low-key off shift for the purpose of the podcast. But the therapist vibe will dip in.
Yeah, we're all
every
like,
now
we're
and
not
then.
allowed to be here.
Now, then, and
need
when
you.
we'll see how we go.
We need you.
Or
Yeah,
flow.
believe it or not.
Beautiful
A
thoughts.
therapist.
Who would have thought it?
And you look so comfortable on pleather. So it really shows.
Do you know what? I'm
Thank you
having
for
a good
saying it.
time. I'm feeling relaxed. I've got another suitably oversized jumper.
Yeah.
That's kind of your thing. That's kind of your shtick. Oversized jumper and a little
Do you know
mask.
what? I
God
think
forbid you wear a fitted
I think in
jumper
the
next
last
week.
episode,
Mustn't.
in the
Everyone
last
will lose their
episode, I was
minds.
like, we'll wear the mask because it's important to get an element of anonymity being a therapist.
Well-
And then I wore a jumper that I realised that every single person I've ever met, stranger,
If you met them once,
acquaintance,
you were wearing it.
knows that's the jumper that I wear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I would say probably about 30% of London.
And you've had, and the place you're from before London, because you've had that, like, what, 15 years?
Oh, the Dorset crowd is small as well. So,
Yeah.
so
Do you
Yeah.
want to drop Dorset?
It's
Beep that
fine.
out.
it's a really
It's
expansive
big.
county.
And also, people remember it as Devon, so who gives a shit?
Oh,
You
yeah,
know,
no, I
you're
wasn't
so
shitting on
real
it. I
for
wasn't being like,
No,
fuck
no,
Dorset.
but most people remember Devon as Dorset.
Fair.
I'm
More
at
These
like,
are interchangeable. That's what I always say.
Thank you.
Which brings us very nicely.
Truth's being spat.
Oh,
Yeah. What about the
Now
focus
that
of
we're
the
on the
pod?
topic
Oh,
of
yeah,
truth bombs, so we are here to talk about breakups, and the reason why we wanted to come up with this podcast is because you need company if you're going through a shit breakup, if you're going through a very fruitless situationship, and you need a bit of company, and you need somebody not to overindulge you and your silly emotions, and you need a giggle. We are here
Get us
to
in your
provide
ears.
that service.
Get us
in
Like
in
your
all
ears.
the way in.
A warm hug
In your
through
ear.
the ear canal.
Yeah, get us in there.
We've all been there. We've all fucking been there.
Again, I'm perfect. I don't know what they're talking about. But
Well,
Well, we'll get into that episode. At least episode 3. We'll
these
get
two
into
people
it.
that know me are like, it's not true.
Yeah, we'll get straight into
Yeah.
it.
you can
no
come
one
in
wants
in your
perfection
lovely
because
pistachio
perfection
green
is
jumper looking so
boring.
aesthetically perfect. But we know. we see.
And you do look perfect.
Oh, I was talking about you.
You're in pistachio. I'm in
you're-
tan, my friend.
Hang on, the mask is actually...
No, this is sort of a
Seriously.
tan cream situation, but thank you.
I would say it's a porridge, but that's
Oh,
just me.
that's horrible. That's the meanest thing you've ever said to me.
Porridge,
Well, let's get into it.
mint.
Right,
We're ready
sorry,
to go.
crack on.
Well, what I'm holding here is my journal because I got broken up with 2 years ago, and that set us off on the journey to come up with the Breakup podcast that you hear before you. I'm in a very different place right now.
Yeah, it's a good thing, really.
This journal is a scary insight into what a person can become if they've watched too much Twilight when they were 15.
Is that what you think when you look at it? It takes you back to that time.
It really does. This is what indulgence gets you.
Bella, where the hell have you been, loca?
I don't know what
ref.
that means.
You don't know what... Oh,
It's from the
Esther.
film. It's in the film.
Listen, I threw it out. I was looking for some kind of indulgent emo reference, and I went Twilight, and then I realised I was out of my depth. But tonally speaking,
Potentially you misunderstood the amount of times that your fellow podcastees here have actually watched or listened to Twilight.
I watched
have
it
any
with you
Twilight
mainly.
merch?
No, I'm not that.
No.
I have a friend that's like a really big fan, and actually, like every time we talk about it, I forget how seriously she actually takes it, and I love that for her. But no, we watched it quite hungover together, and we must
It
have
is
watched,
good hungover watching.
It's great, isn't it? But we must have watched that bit where he like carries Bella up the hill
you're
so
gonna say.
many times. It was so strange. He does this weird like sort of scuttle up a hill.
Sorry, for listeners, Liv is referring to a specific moment in Eclipse, the
Oh, it's
Twilight
Eclipse.
film.
Well
It's in
remembered.
Eclipse. And it's a moment where I can't even... It's
We'll put that
so
in. We'll drop a
bizarre
clip.
to see. It's so bizarre. But it's one of those moments you have to pause and just reflect on.
Any
Jacob...
animatronics or...
No.
it's just
Jacob
him
just runs
walking.
Bella up a cliff with such ferocity.
Yeah.
And is it to the Kate Bush soundtrack?
No, that's Stranger Things.
No, that is also Stranger Things. But I can't describe why it's so bizarre, but it's so bizarre. And I'm sure that listeners hearing this probably understand the moment
hard
we're
relate.
referring to.
Perfect. Yeah.
Hard relate.
Yeah.
They're slamming their fists on the table.
Yeah.
Show
Because we were screaming. When we were screaming.
It was perfect.
It was good. It was good.
See, I knew that Twilight would lead us down a cul-de-sac. In which
Yeah.
I was unsure how to turn the car around.
We're just gonna
Because
sit,
I'm
kids.
new on the road.
We're gonna stay here for a while. Mummy's annoyed.
Get out the Capri Sun.
Let's
get out
listen
the
to
Game
the
Boy.
Archers. Da 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 da.
Dun, dun, dun,
Da,
dun.
da, da. Okay, so
So we've really digressed.
So we come to my breakup journal. Actually, it's my journal, but at this particular day, we get to my breakup. And one of the first diary entries, it says, this is about 17th of February. Broken up with by beep. Cried lots. Threw beeps. Light on the floor. Light broke. I got very drunk. Emotions. Anger, confusion, sadness, shock, disbelief.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
it
Sweetheart.
left me feeling sadder than I thought I would. At first, I was like, "This is very funny." She's listing emotions,
I know.
and then I was like, "Disbelief." You ended in disbelief, and that really went straight through me because that's the feeling, isn't it?
It is. Like the universe fell through my arsehole.
I've got to say though, I'm quite impressed by your ability in that moment of great distress in this entry to tune into the feelings.
Because at this point, I remember I wanted to lock into a format. And I thought the format's going to be me talking about my emotions, but I only actually do it on this one entry. I scrapped the format immediately.
So you found a kernel of gold, but we were like, that'll do.
As
Chris.
you were
just put
praising me, I
one,
thought I need to be honest here, and the format actually disintegrated.
It's the way that when I
immediately.
heard that, my soul nodded. It nodded
Yeah.
because I was like, oh, okay.
We've all done that.
We're moving towards...
It's like resolutions.
Yeah.
It is because with a breakup, I always think like, you know, you have obviously that sort of new lease of life, don't you? In a weird way, it's that like beautiful moment where you feel like you're putting your head above the parapet. I feel like we said something similar last week, and you're like, this is the best I've ever been. I am the best version of myself. It's why you get a fringe. It's why you do all of those things. You get the fringe,
Yeah,
or
but
you
not
just
on February
taking
the
your-
17th.
But not on February 17th. But what I'm saying is, I think we're getting a lovely, rare moment of insight into into you putting your head above the parapet and then going back down again. Swiftly back down.
What was it like up there?
Yeah,
Did you have a good
it's
time?
nice.
Well, I would say the thing that's interesting to me, when I read this entry, what I remembered is that yes, I did smash this light, but
Is it a
what I
special light?
also Sorry.
Yeah,
it was
I think
bought
actually
for me
expand.
by this person, but then a few days later I bought it again on Amazon. So actually, it was just not really, of all the objects they could have broken,
Yeah.
it could have been something that's not repurchasable, because I actually did quite like the lights, and it did put a nice watery feature on the walls.
That is
It had
nice.
like a rotating
Wait.
feature.
It wasn't like one of those cube lights that are
It
all
was a
about-
cube light. It was
I
a cube light.
actually purchased one 2
It
weeks
was a
ago.
cube light, yeah.
It
Can someone-
arrived 1 week ago. My life has been changed
Yes.
as of 1 week.
Yeah.
For the listener
Um,
and also me, can you explain what it is, please?
So it's like a cube light, which basically
It has the technology of a rotisserie chicken, but with a light
Oh, it's
on the
so
inside.
calming,
It
Liz.
rotates.
It's delicious. And for the first, I've always been somebody that has struggled to go into my own space in the evening. I've always procrastinated and been out chilling in the front room way beyond my, when I should be in bed. Yeah. But since I got this cube light, it's led me through the nose into my bedroom.
But it's like a chick. Hold on.
No.
I'm on
sorry.
rotisserie.
Do you know
For
what?
clarity.
Before we get too balls deep into special kinds of lights, I think it's time to take a short break, everybody.
Okay,
because
right,
we've
let's
got
do
some
that. Let's do
that.
notices for you guys.
Right,
But
cut
please,
the cam.
Smell you later.
yes, and hear and see. No, that's your job. Anyway, we will be back momentarily.
Hi, I'm Sam Rhodes, one of the co-founders of LAFS, the London Arts Facilitation Society. If you're enjoying watching or listening to any of this content, we'd really like you to donate a little bit of cash to help us build access to all of this wonderful stuff for working class people from all over England. You can go to lafs.org.uk to donate as little as £1 a month to help us keep the lights on and help us make lovely art, podcasts, comedy specials and even professional wrestling for you at home. lafs.org.uk. Donate today. Go on, do it for the laughs.
That is the sound of us breaking eggs into a pan.
A hot pan.
In
hottest
case you're
pan.
worried that you're having a stroke, that is just us giving our own sound effects. A hot pan, yes,
hot
it's got
out
to be a
here.
hot pan. It's hot out here. You know when it's really hot, apparently you can break an egg onto a...
Stone. Like
well, I was going to say a car bonnet, but
I've heard that.
not in the UK.
Sometimes in the summers that we've had
Sometimes in the
lately. This is very British of us. In the bloody summers that we've had, we've been hitting bloody 37 degrees and things.
Bloody
Right,
hell.
guys, I love this. We must actually continue with the plot of this podcast.
We must crack on. This is our Therapo, who's just returned from the longest wee ever recorded.
Els had a plop.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I would always admit if it was a plot.
You
but
actually
it wasn't.
would.
It was actually.
You're quite
It was a-
transparent about
it was a-
that.
I have had.
No, what's...
I have had a few beers and a few wines.
Yeah, and this ain't no TARDIS bladder.
Certainly
Well, I've
ain't.
never heard
It
that
is a
before,
great
but that is
bladder,
perfect.
as it always will be.
No.
TARDIS
But
bladder.
on that note, let us strive on. So
Let's get egged.
let's get into the
Let's
thick of
get
it. Let's get
egged.
into the thick of it.
So I have reached out to the internet to find out if anyone has any breakup stories that they want to share.
Exquisite.
This is
Because
all about
we-
laughing at you, remember? With you.
Yeah.
With us. Us with you.
We are with you, and we are
Support,
here
support.
providing a hot take, a steaming hot take on a steaming hot pan. Okay, so are you ready? Gather round.
Born ready.
Okay, so
Born ready.
you can tell this is from Reddit because of the format. So me, 22 male, and her, she's got a name, 20
do we have, sorry, do we have
female.
an age? 20. Oh, sorry. I must let you carry on. So sorry.
We're really good at
Poor
listening
active
here.
listening.
We're good at it.
Throw off my groove.
I harshed the mellow.
Listen, we'll go back.
At this point, it sounds sort of like someone's been choked, but yeah, let's get it back into it.
So, me, 22 male, and her, 20 female. We're dating for almost 3 years. Last half a year, our intimacy dwindled, not just sex, but cuddling and kisses as well. She had lots of problems with intimacy before, very shy, self-conscious, low libido, terrible stamina, and most importantly, terrible 0 to none communication inside and outside of the bedroom.
Well, that's more of a problem, isn't it? That's the root of it, actually. But Karen,
The inside and out really stung for me. She would tell me it's a mental block, that she can't relax. I always did my best to be patient, make her feel relaxed, loved and attractive. She didn't take rejection to heart. I cried in the bathroom and she would fall asleep. We had other issues as well, stemming from her not being able to communicate like a normal person. I don't think this is the one I wanted to actually read out.
I was going to say,
really
this is really
sad.
sad. It's really
Yeah.
very sad.
No, this is not actually the one that I wanted to read.
Yeah, I was like, where's the bloody nudity and the silly costumes?
Yeah, I mean, genuinely, it's listening
Where's
to that,
someone being like, I got drunk and weed all over? Yeah.
yeah, I think there's a lot of issues in that one that requires quite professional, comprehensive support.
Well, you're no,
Well,
no, not right now. I know she's off the
we're
clock.
off the clock. We're off the clock. But
Also,
all the same.
that is valid. All of
Um,
those things are very, very valid and important. But we want something a bit silly today. Sorry, that's the mood we're in. Sorry, you want serious? Log on to the bloody documentary. Get those documentaries out in the wind and bloody watch them and see something about love and serious things like prison.
It's very good, Liv.
I don't know what happened just then.
Anyway.
Sorry guys.
All right, so
we've got a new story.
okay, all right. So anyway, so I'm actually going to go in with the story. Because I think I was reflecting on this the other day. I'm so sorry. I do have a little bit of gas in the old throat. I'm so sorry. I'm not really a beer drinker.
It's
Okay,
exciting for
so-
a Wednesday. This.
Yeah, it came up because I was thinking recently about limerence, right? We know what limerence is to listeners that maybe aren't acquainted with the word limerence. It is something that comes upon you when you enter into something with somebody who usually harbours a little bit of contempt for you, right? You don't get limerence with someone that likes you and where you feel steady. It's usually where there is a sense that there is something about this that isn't going to work for me. So limerence develops in this excitable lust fantasy of what you kind of know what probably won't be. So anyway, I was thinking about this recently and I was reminiscing back to my times at Bristol University. So Liv, you might have to help me out. How long ago are we talking here?
I don't know. We're so young. 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Sometime in the 20 teens.
It was a good decade back.
The tens.
I remember I was quite fresh in the dating world, being Catholic born and raised. And I remember I was on Tinder and it was very much a sort of love at first swipe situ. And I remember we bonded incredibly quickly, me and this fella. There was Lord of the Rings memes thrown about. There was some
now we're talking.
hottie memes.
Can you hear me
That
rubbing my
kind of
hands
person.
together
Like
now?
cricket legs.
You have me at Lord of the Rings memes.
Like it was one of those where it's like this is absolutely it, like 100%. This is it.
You were like
And the Lord of the Rings memes were abundant. The chat was sexy. It was a bit, I got a sense he treated
well, those two
me
things
with,
are mutually exclusive. So
But yeah, I had that sense that he appraised me with like a mild level of contempt, which was hot. And
You shall not come until I say it's appropriate.
I wish it was that kind of sexy, but it was more just the
no
sort
wizard
of...
play.
Say again, love?
No wizard play.
No staff.
No
play.
wizard play. No
Yeah,
wizard
staff play. None of that.
play.
That's a shame.
Girlies, please assemble. All right. So anyway, back to Bristol. So we met on Twitter. Sorry.
Twinder.
We met on Tinder, and we went on a few dates. And I immediately decided that I was madly in love with this man after 2 dates, and I remember very distinctly that he at the time was also dating another girl who, I think to my recollection, he told me that she had an ass that would send ships. And
Oh my god, he Helen of Troy.
he held on to it. And also, for context, this was in my even flattier bum era. So
You've got a lovely bum. None of that.
and also just for context, we were dating at this time. So I'd sort of stepped into this position somehow during this early dating era of advising him on how to date another woman whilst trying to date him myself. And I think it was one of those really strange ones of thinking that if I can just get this right, if I can just give him the right sexy advice, then he will realise that I'm the one.
Of course. What kind of thing was it? Would it be like, when talking about the cleaning rota, how do I...
No, he told me a very sort of visceral, it really strikes me, the story of him in the bathroom, and he was like, she came in and shaved my beard.
Oh.
He told you that?
He told me this over Facebook Messenger, to be clear.
Oh, no.
And
that's grim. That's very
I
bleak.
stepped in and offered some emotional support whilst dying inside.
Probably emoji support when you're on Facebook Messenger.
Well, I really did. Maybe it was a bit of foreshadowing of becoming a future therapist, but I really did want to dig into the sort of what he was going through, etc., etc.
You have to fix it for you.
Well, for my own selfish
Of
needs, because
course.
he was meant to be in love with me.
Yeah.
But so anyway, I digress. But I remember he said, she had an ass that didn't quit. Me in my flatty era, feeling very inadequate. And so eventually he broke it off with me. And thus I entered into the era of maladaptive daydreaming.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
are you guys acquainted with
Yes.
No.
this concept?
Oh, yeah.
No.
So
Yeah.
maladaptive daydreaming, it's something that we do when we are deep in limerence, which is we will, in order to achieve a level of sexual intimacy, personal closeness, we will fabricate in our minds memories or ideas or dreams, right? So it's daydreaming.
Like when I was 17 and I thought that Benedict Cumberbatch would want to get married to me if he just like saw me across a Sherlock set and I managed to be an extra.
Yes, if you imagined like...
Sure.
Yeah.
Sort of if you imagined it very intensely and sort of played out those circumstances, but in a way that felt real for you. I think the kids on TikTok are actually calling it... that didn't age me at all. Are actually calling it something like shifting. Do you know this? So I'm looking...
Are you trying to find
I'm looking at a younger
room?
person than us in the room. But I think people are now speaking about this. Like there's a space on TikTok for people that do this. But anyway, I've been there. Please carry on. Beautifully explained.
Yeah, no, I mean, I would say that with maladaptive daydreaming, it's more that it's usually with someone that holds you in slight contempt. Like, there's a sense that they never really want to be with you, so we manufacture the closeness, right? And I remember so frequently I would lie on my bed, my little skanky little bed in Bristol. We might redact that word. But I'd lie on my little bed in Bristol and look at the ceiling. And I don't know if you guys are that well acquainted with a particular album by Maroon 5.
Songs about Jane.
Oh no, it's not songs about
Oh, 'cause
Jane.
that I understand.
That's a great album.
That's a
though.
good album.
Well, it's probably their best. I mean, but they did an album, and there was a song on there called "It Is Always You." And
God, my stomach just...
and I would, as routine to stimulate, I would go to my bedroom. Sometimes you and I we'd finish conversations in our Bristol living room. I'd be like, right, it's time to go and daydream. I'd pop upstairs.
Send you on your way.
I'd lie on my bed and I'd be like, right, let's engage. Let's lock down. And in my head, the song "It Was Always You" by Maroon 5 would start to play out, which, listeners, if you're not aware, it's got a thrumming bass. It's kind of like...
You got to sing it now.
You got to sing it now.
It's like... Woke up sweating from a dream with a different kind of feeling. Right, but it goes like that.
So it's quite haunting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the best of singers, but so it start like that, and then immediately in my head, whilst I would be lying looking up at the ceiling, I'd imagine like 2 miles away, this guy is also looking at his ceiling, and he's realizing as the music swells that it's always me, and he gets up from his bed, and he thinks, I could put shoes on, but I don't fucking need them. I don't need them. He walks down the stairs barefoot, toes splayed on the floor.
Don't like that.
And he runs up. She actually took me about that. That's horrific.
Don't need that.
Lizard feet. But sorry, this is a really romantic maladaptive daydream.
yes.
But his bare feet slap on the stones of Park Street, very famous street in Bristol, guys. His bare feet.
It's like a music video.
Like sausages on a cold
but that's
pan.
exactly how it is, right? Because whilst I'm imagining this song is playing in my bedroom.
Yeah, of
as
course.
he's running up the street, runs up Park Street, whilst I'm also in my bed, obviously in this image as well. He gets up to the flat, which is about 2 minutes from Park Street, as the music is really starting to kick in, guys. Like it's really kicking in. Somehow he levitates up a 3-story building,
And we were on the same floor, and
We were
those
on the
stairs
third
are
floor.
exhausting.
Absolutely. So he
he
defies
skipped those.
gravity.
Wait,
in
so
this
he
moment.
flies.
levitates?
Yeah,
He
he flies.
levitates in my man's out daydream. He levitates, and somehow he doesn't even need to smash the window because he's beyond that.
Wait, so he's now out. He's outside levitating.
He transcends single glazing.
Sorry. He didn't come inside. He didn't come inside and run up the steps. He flew.
You were like, Casper, is that you?
but romance
Can we call him Casper?
defines.
So he's a bird. He's outside.
Guys,
Why wasn't-
romance defies glazed windows.
No.
Okay.
Hey, we've all been in love. No, hold on. I understood it until now because I thought the whole romantic thing is he's running in
I
bare
thought,
feet
that
through
he's
the house.
running
He
in.
bursts
At
it.
least he's going to knock on the door.
Of course, he's going to knock. And
I
he's going to
would
go.
assume.
He's going to go. I need to get to
I feel
Elle.
a fool
He's going
for
to push us
assuming.
out the way. I need to get to Elle. Run past. Right in his bare feet, stand there like soaking in the doorway. Like maybe kind of hot. Maybe he's got caught in the rain. Whatever. No. He's barefoot, but now he's flying.
parallel.
So he's outside. He doesn't even need to be bare feet.
Baby,
I'm
it's
saying
He's
parallel.
a plot
hanging
hole.
bare feet. Are just outside your room.
Look, I'm not going to justify my daydreams, okay? Like the man, the
How does he
power of
get
love,
in?
pure love floats him to the ceiling. That is how deeply he's realised that
Take us
I'm
back.
the one.
He's outside the window. How does he get in?
She just traverses through.
No.
He just... no, okay, fair.
No.
Maybe there's a knock. And I wake up jostled suddenly in slightly sexier underwear. Not too sexy, but sexier.
Just a little bit. Like
Maybe
oh.
a strap rather than a tee.
Yeah, it's not like full thong.
No, quite.
Yeah,
You don't want to be- yeah. Well, actually, I support that too. But we rise.
I don't like
we
thongs.
move to the window, and it's a bit of, oh my god, you're here. And then there's a moment where he's like, it was always you. Anyway, so how this actually went. Right,
Wait. Does he say it when they say it in the song?
Oh, of course. I really urge anyone listening to this to actually listen to "It Was Always You" by Maroon 5 because it is actually a banger.
Okay, so I think that's all we've
And
got
with that-
time for today. With that, we're going to leave you all to slip into something comfortable, listen to Maroon 5 and think about a very live man going through his bedroom window on the way to have an incredible deranged night, all in imagination.
Please do.
We'll pick back up with those naked
Do what I could
flying
not.
feet next episode.
Yes, on the next episode, we will get to the bottom.
Tune
of
back
so
in for
much
that.
tuning in, everybody. Enjoy your evenings.
Goodbye.
Snap, crackle,